We know that Season 6 was epic, but what do the characters have in store for Season 7 of The Flash? If you want to find out the juicy little secrets that are revealed about the upcoming season, in this video we will discuss anything from what's happening with the release date to news about which actors screwed up big time. So, here are the Flash Season 7 behind the scenes secrets. Let's dive right in, people. Number 11. GODSPEED will be the Season 7 villain. If you thought that we've seen the last of GODSPEED, then you're sadly mistaken. The guy that Barry took down was just another one of GODSPEED's clones. And while he was questioning GODSPEED at Iron Heights, Barry found out that this villain has one goal in mind: infinite velocity. Oh, and the next season should have a lot to do with this mission unfolding right before our eyes. Even the writer Eric Wallace said that we should expect to see him back in the upcoming season. He then said the following: "So it's not just Silver Age villains and Bronze Age villains. There might be a young girl or a young boy who is reading these comics right now and going, 'Where's my generation's villain?' Let's just say that this is very considerate of him."
One will suffer a fate far worse than death. This is the knowledge I have for you about your everlasting damnation.
Number 10. We won't be seeing more of Ralph Dibny. When a bunch of racist tweets were uncovered on Hartley Sawyer's Twitter account, the directors informed the public that he will no longer be in Season 7 of The Flash. Hartley has played Ralph Dibny on the show since Season 4, but we guess Elongated Man won't be in the plans for Season 7. They even said the following: "Hartley Sawyer will not be returning for Season 7 of The Flash. In regards to Mr. Sawyer's post on social media, we do not tolerate derogatory remarks that target any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation." Many Twitter fans pointed out that he has had an array of racist tweets posted on his account. So, we don't suppose him apologizing publicly will change the outcome of this decision. When the trailer for the 7th season of The Flash came out, many people were actually wondered where they gathered the material for it. It was released at DC Fandom, but if you ask Eric Wallace, he will say to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But no. In all seriousness, he will say that this trailer is full of spoilers. It features material from 2 episodes. The first is episode 19 from Season 6, and also episode 20 from what was supposed to be in Season 6. But since the pandemic hit, the production has decided to move it to the next season. But here's what Eric Wallace had to say about it. Even though it's only footage from 1 episode, pay attention to the way it's presented. It's actually huge spoilers all over the place. Connecting 2 halves. As you already know, Season 6 was somewhat split into 2 parts. The first focused on Barry coming to terms with his mortality, and the second focused on the new, and at first sight, secretive villain. We didn't expect Eva McCulloch to trap Iris, Camilla, and Captain Singh in a separate mirrorverse. Now did we? But, even though this season has 2 parts, the cast actually liked it. And the showrunner of the show confirmed that this upcoming season will tie both of these storylines together. The news was released during the virtual DC Fandom convention.
Sabotage. None of you are on your knees. It's a smart move to bow before a deity.
Number 7. Barry and Iris coming together. This is what we've been wondering about for the second part of the 6th season. We know that Barry had to interact with the Mirrorverse version of his wife, so we couldn't help but tear up during these sad moments. However, Candice Patton, the actress who plays Iris West on the show, revealed some hot info in a Q&A session with the fans. When some of them asked the question about whether or not Iris will remain in the Mirrorverse, she has just said that they will find their way back to each other eventually. She said that the chemistry they have together is so deep that the writers just can't forget about it altogether.
To be my lawfully wedded husband. To have and to hold. From this day forward.
Number 6. The Flash suit in the next season. The Flash suit is the one thing that has evolved over the years. As technology has advanced, so has Barry Allen's suit. In Season 1 through 3, we had the Flash 1.0 suit. Then in Season 4, we got to see the suit reinvented in the Flash 2.0 suit. The same thing happened in Season 5 with the Flash 3.0 suit. And currently, in Season 6, we got to see the very light and improved Flash.0 suit. This was the best adaptation of the Speedster's costume by far, although Barry has showed an interest in adding the iconic golden boots to the Flash suit. So in Season 7, we might get to see the Flash 5.0 suit. That's going to be the best one so far. Number 5. The pandemic decided the final episode. Since the first season was divided into 2 parts, the first one aired in October, and then the second one had a 2-month pause before it hit the big screens. And this 2-month pause meant that the final episode, or episode number 20, would be scrapped because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The season finale was determined by the pandemic, and since they had to wrap up production, episode 19 ended up being the ending to the season. But you shouldn't worry about any of this. We will still get to see this episode. But instead of it being the last episode in the previous season, now, the first episode in Season 7 will be episode 20 from Season 6. Everything else will remain the same, but it's a shame they had to stop production without finishing the season. Number 4. What Mirror Mistress will realize at the start of Season 7. While many people thought that Eva McCulloch was just another victim of the presumed main villain, Black Hole, it was actually the other way around. Eva was the main villain the entire time. Black Hole was just a decoy. And the writers have said that they gave us some hints that this was going to happen in the season, but we didn't listen. So now, Mirror Mistress managed to lock so many people inside the Mirrorverse, including Iris, and that wasn't even her main objective. Her main objective was to see her husband dead, but that's what she wanted, not what she needed. When it finally happened, she finally realized that she had made a huge mistake. In the premiere of the season, we will get to see a lot of Mirror Mistress and her dilemma about whether or not she did the right thing. Number 3. Stephen Amell was furious when Grant Gustin wasn't cast for his iconic role in The Flash movie. While this is pretty much old news by now, we wanted to mention it since it has a lot of significance for our story. When Warner Brothers announced that they will be making a feature film about The Flash, some brows were raised, especially after the decision to cast Ezra Miller in the leading role. Stephen Amell was very vocal about his opinion, and he has defended Grant. He said that Warner Bros. Should have casted Gustin to play the role of the Flash instead of Miller. Why? Because Gustin is just that good. Millions of people tuned in to watch the show. After all, he was the reason they decided to make the show in the first place. But still, Ezra Miller is set to appear in the upcoming movie, The Flash, as Barry Allen. The movie is set to appear on the big screens in 2022. Number 2. Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin support each other. So, you would probably assume that because Ezra Miller took the role of Barry Allen in the movie, that there is some major deep animosity between the two. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller are actually very supportive of each other. That's what was revealed in Crisis on Infinite Earth, when the two actors appeared in the same scene, and they couldn't stop touching each other. Oh, that came out wrong. Let us try and rephrase that. They appeared in the same scene, and they commented each other on how great their costumes were. Now that is better. Number 1. All the CW network shows will be delayed. That includes The Flash. All of the superhero movies released on the CW network are usually released in mid-autumn. However, that wasn't the case this year. All of the shows on CW that were supposed to air this autumn have been postponed a couple of months, including The Flash Season 7. So when will the next season of The Flash air on the CW network? It was postponed for quite some time, and it will air in the beginning of the following year. Namely, we can watch Season 7 of The Flash in January 2021. We told you this pandemic made a lot of things worse, and it messed with all of our TV shows' release dates. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, do you know any other behind-the-scenes secrets? You can tell us in the comment section down below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.